already, and you do see that ball come in, and the follow-up is there with the set, the Gragas, you can actually just push them away with a Gnar ultimate. You can also use Poppy to disengage. You've got Braum. And then Ruler is just waiting for that first takedown to hit. And then he and Chovy are going to be carrying these team fights. It's pretty much all in, all or nothing, every 5v5 fight here for KT.
Gen G looking to extend that undefeated streak. Have heart-to-hearts because it's not an easy thing, as this is a very aggressive trade here, hitting level 2 first, but then immediately Gen G's bottom lane able to hit level 2.
They do get a cleanse, which is pretty massive, because obviously Life will keep Hex Flash. And
and you can see Cuz, I mean, he's immediately going to come down here and pressure. Peanut needs to be in the vicinity as well, because they know that this is possible. Ward is here, they spot Cuz. And this might go wrong for KT, because Peanut is right here, ready to go on the counter gank.
Yeah, he is so ready for this. They're going for it anyway. Oh, they see Peanut, and they're backing out, canceling, abort,
Yeah.
Get out of here. Didn't have to flash, aiming didn't, at least, so they're, 3 summoner spells down compared to 2, plus the Hex Flash, scenarios. Ooh.
Yeah, Cuz gonna commit to the smite, but that means that Peanut now, with the red buff, is on top of Cuz, and over the wall comes Doran with his hops.
And it can surprise teams, but you do it every time, and it becomes very predictable as Peanut.
Okay, they're just going to knock Rascal towards the turret, but Rascal is playing this perfectly. Peanut takes another shot, and so does Doran. And they're lucky to get away with their lives. If Rascal had more mana, I think they would not have, as Cuz is still on the chase, but he's been in a pretty sad spot.
That was so well played by Rascal. The flash was perfect. The follow body slam, insane. And then you have, first part of this planning scene, though.
Yeah, he's on a control ward. He did not check that small new pixel brush. As here comes Life. Of course, the Rift Herald is available, so now everybody rotating up towards the top side of the map, as Peanut not in the best spot, but he is Poppy after all, flashes away. And Life is going to hit them on the back at the same time. Doran in the pit here, really trying to get on top of them. The Rift Herald's going to help KT and knock him back a little bit, but Mega Gnar is about to hit.
Aphelios is going to be here faster than the Jinx, but this is resetting here, so it means that, Ruler will have enough time to actually get over here. Now another Mega Gnar is ready. And it looks like Gen G are going to control this zone for now. If Victor gets over here, and it's too hard to actually walk through this choke point as KT Rolster here.
Yeah. You're in a choke point against Flash Mega Gnar, and speaking of which, he goes for it, only catches one, and the follow-up shockwave is huge! As look at this flank as well, Life is in behind them. KT set up this fight so well, and they absolutely smash Gen G and will take down. Did they not see him? I thought they saw him at the flash over the wall, and now aiming is just gonna sidestep it. Runs north straight into the loving arms of Cuz, who is there again. Both of these junglers will not leave the bottom lane.
And that's kind of a snapshot of the meta, isn't it? As Rascal does not have cast, but he's going for it anyways.
He just boops him, and that's going to be the solo kill.
Who says it's a counter to Gragas? I'm 2-0-1. These ways to use this composition are even more creative than you would think how it's used standard. Peanut's coming up.
Rascal a little bit too aggressive this time. The cask is dodged, and Rascal has his flash, but that will not be enough. And this time, Rascal's bluff is absolutely called, and Peanut does get some nice value in the top set.
He certainly does.
Yeah. And Cloud Soul in this game, a lot of the times we're just like, it's not the right comp, doesn't feel great, and maybe they would have actually much rather have had the Hextech Soul, but it is what it is. It's not going to be so bad. That extra speed is going to help for the engage, as we do have the cast coming down here again, as Rascal 2v1 once again will get taken down. Peanut able to pick up that kill.
Really smartly played here by Peanut, because I know the group up here is to the top side to try to get aiming this whole turret. That's the way the lane swap usually goes, as Life will actually, unfortunately, with no minions here, eat an extra shot there.
As KT, you can see they're trying to wait this one out. But Doran really looking for that engage. His Life finally coming in from behind as a gigantic shockwave, and the follow-up comes in from the Gragas. KT do it again. They create the wombo combo. They make room for the Aphelios. and now they are going to sweep up the rest of Gen G. Yes, they lose the Cloud Drake, but they get 4 kills instead.
Absolutely worth it. And the thing is, this is how you have to play this comp too. As KT, you're very willing to lose 1 Drake for the entirety of Gen G, and now Baron control, and I think that you're even going to be able to start. I mean, their comp does so much damage with aiming here on the Aphelios.
Start it right now.
And they can't. I mean, their comp isn't actually better at engaging. They can't walk into KT's open arms here. Now Rascal has a really nice angle. Doran, Mega Gnarless, Life is trying to use him as a taxi.
Cuz able to deny it, and the Smite Steal comes in from Peanut. He's able to get it down once again, and that means that Gen G, they don't need to worry about flanks. They don't need to worry about big shockwaves. They can just get it and leave. Life decided he would like to see the other side of the rift, as it actually draws Gen G up to the top side, and Peanut's left alone. They take him away, and Life absorbs all the damage. As the rocket comes in, he's got stopwatch keeping him alive, but he eventually does go down.
But you'll take it as KT here. You will absolutely take it. A 1-for-1 after the Baron.
And he is all the way behind everybody right now as Peanut is going to helicopter, but he doesn't get anything down, and aiming gets caught in the back by it, but he will stay alive, importantly, and down will go the Victor as once again Arya is able to shut him down. Doran in the front line tanks up a lot, but it's not enough as now the Viego Cuz goes way too deep, but he's trying to create a front line for his damage dealers.
Ruler.
In Arya and aiming. Maybe a little bit too over-aggressive for KT, and now they're getting shut down. The triple kill to Ruler. You know he's calling for the Penta, but he will not get it, as also aiming is going to snipe down the Braum.
The Calorum snipe there to finish him off here, but this is still a big win.
Did you see the damage of Ruler?
Yeah. Well,
9,200?
And we're just shooting abilities off, because Chovy is always going to be able to do that so much better here with the Victor.
Well, he's got to stay alive.
Yeah. The last fight he was not, but
yeah.
if he stays alive.
The first guy to go down in all of that. So, here comes everybody from KT. They're going to deny the helicopter, and Peanut is almost definitely dead. Even Chovy just going to leave him to die. Unfortunate positioning there, as we do have the Baron in a minute. I mean, it's fine. They have the Cloud Soul. They have the Cloud Rift. This time, Doran is caught out as the engage's not quite there. The Cask also going to hit him away as KT, you can't get away from them. The Cloud Rift and the Cloud Soul means they can chase Peanut down the lane. They can chase anyone away from this objective, and they have insane Baron damage here. As Peanut, I don't think he's going to be on time. He has to flash right now, but nope, not going to get in there, as he will knock away Rascal, who will immediately follow up. Life gets pretty low, but that's fine.
Can't go through that choke anymore, Genji. You cannot go through that choke.
And, really interesting AP Bruiser kind of builds here from Rascal. His Cask is on a 42-second cooldown. So he's throwing them out, and they're not always hitting, but it doesn't matter, because he's going to have it for the next fight. He does have it here, of course, as locks down. He's going to hit Doran into them. He does have the Mega Gnar, but the damage seems to be there. The stopwatch going to save him for now, as nope, they're just going to leave him to die. Ruler nearly dying as well.
Aiming?
Flashing in is aiming, and he is just looking to take names here, not letting them go down without a fight. The double kill goes to the set, and even if Ruler does survive, it might not matter. They're already pushing mid and looking for the win.
And this is KT. Rolster playing this composition too. It's peak efficiency. Guarantee the prio. Force them to come to you. Look for the pick onto Doran. As Life is looking to 1v1 a jungler right now on the set, but they are going to end the game. Ruler, the last man standing.
Nearly dying to just the Gragas, and frontlining is perfect. This time the Cask is also perfect, and all Life has to do is stop Peanut from getting in. This game is over.
It certainly is. This actually Life is nearly going to take him out
He's
here.
going to win this fight.
He will have another haymaker, but the Nexus falls instead. That little mouth shake of the Observer, I think, is the surprise and shock of many a Gen G fan around the world as KT take, because these fights ended so quickly. Chovy often died first, as you pointed out, or was forced out of the fight so early, he couldn't actually do that damage. Massive lead early, because this has no ability to side lane. It will be the Jarvan support here for Life, as we suggested earlier. No ability to really side lane against a Tryndamere. Catching the Tryndamere and punishing the Tryndamere is something they could look for here because they have a comp that can do it. But Tryndamere, man, he's just going to press R and run away. They got a Sejuani. They can turn chases if you actually try to kill him. How this draft started off.
Absolutely not. Game number 2 will begin now. Gen G, this time on the blue side. In here, of course, for even more historical context. Well, never mind. We're going to have a fight here. Both guys flashing on in, and Lahens is in a bit of trouble, gets rended there in the back. As everybody uses a bunch of summoners, it looks like KT get ahead on that one as the Ignite and Heal used by Ruler and Lahens.
Well, but he picked this into it, right? Like, he knew what he was getting into.
Doran, what are you doing? The kick comes in, and Rascal just solo kills again.
I mean, I said it's going to be a tough time, but if you play it like that, Doran, you give him a free kill. Give him a free Q there. You get the execute damage. You don't have level 6 yet. You don't even have level 3. Yeah. Really, really hurts to lose that one early.
Yeah, Cuz was spotted in the river, and now he's spotted on a ward himself. Peanut is waiting in this brush right here, so they are going to get that stun eventually down onto Cuz. He has to flash away, and the hook misses! Now, follow-up on that one. I suppose it's okay. I mean, Ruler wants to sit underneath this turret and just farm it out, but definitely an unfortunate happening there with no hook.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't get as much of it out of it as...
And he just died. The Ren comes in, the Ren stack throws it into Lahens, and then Life just puts the pillar in.
He had been stacking it for a really long time. They're even going to get this plate here too early. You got to be careful, Ruler.
Oh, this is...
He's got Hex Flash,
yeah, with the Hex Flash, he can just get over the wall here. Jovi's like, wait, what? I don't have Flash. How am I going to get out of this one? Well, he's not going to. One more auto will do it. Arya able to pick up the kill, and Cuz sets up a beautiful gank on the mid lane.
All according to Keikaku there for Arya in the mid.
Jovi has no idea. He still does not have his flash as Peanut is there to try to help, and he's trying to get that damage down onto a LeBlanc. LeBlanc just laughs at him, goes into her passive as the flash does come in, and, you know, did not have his flash anymore and was not able to quite get away from that one, was Life. So
still a big win here for the side of KT Rolster. Just use it for safety. Just try to push advantages in these lanes where you are winning, where you are ahead. As we saw very briefly, yes, it's close between the junglers, but 5 lanes ahead. Sorry, I will.
Yeah, he's going into his second ultimate distortion there, and yeah, he's pretty much dead. Nice try. Trying to fake him out with the passive, the Mimic there, but not going to quite happen.
Here, regardless of who picks up the money from this Herald, or if you're going to get any, as again, Doran still doesn't have ult.
Hey, he just used the spin as well, and Rascal's taking that time to get on in there.
His ult's coming up in like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
there it is.
It's perfectly timed.
My ult cooldown is shorter than yours. Like, KT's suddenly a high school bully, like, or not even high school, elementary school.
Yeah.
Scaling, smaling. What's up with your ult cooldown, man? Can you even press
losers.
R, bro? Yeah. I was jokingly saying Arya because Arya was the Orianna last game who controlled choke so well. Now Chovy isn't here, and now KT have so many different angles to approach this fight with.
Yeah, Nario's just doing his best to get that poke down. That's really his strategy, of course, on this LeBlanc, is to just get the poke down. That's really what she's used for here in this pro play. As Rascal, he's got a nice little flank. He is going to be spotted. That's a really great Sejuani ultimate, but now it's down as Sejuani, where did she go? I feel like she got really close to the camera, but she's not getting anywhere near this dragon, as that is just going to be the Ocean Soul basically for free, given over to KT at 22.5 minutes. They have so much Baron damage. They have insane peel and turn off of this objective as Peanut's going in, and they're just ready to go. Look at this. They're like, yeah, sure, you want to fight? That's exactly what we came here for. Cuz gets burned down, though. Not quite the fight they were looking for. Gen G get the upper hand with the jungler now, or Gen G rather get this upper hand. KT's jungler out of this one as Peanut trying to frontline. He will get spotted. Gen G not comfortable to go for the Baron, but they're going to get a kill and a lot out of this.
Yeah, when you get a kill like this as Gen G with a Tryndamere, you can get so much because KT need to fight as a unit, and they don't have their own side laner. Rascal has no flash now, so won't be able to even match the Tryndamere very easily in a side lane. If it's multiple people coming after Doran, They do not know where Arya is, but the way they're grouped right now, it's really easy for them to slowly chip the health bars away on this Elder, make KT come to them. Rascal looking for Ruler here.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a clear shot.
Rascal's in there. Doran is going to have to blow that ultimate, and they knock out the Sejuani again, and now it's a 5v4 as Ruler is there in the front line. He's going to be taken. No, he's going to survive. How did he survive through all of that?
But he's so low health. He's so low health. The Sejuani's too far away.
Yeah, and they're zoning them away from the Elder, so KT's still going to be able to take down the big objective. I still don't know how he survived.
You know, you've got to try to stop things like this from happening.
Yeah, I mean, Warmogs will keep you alive for a long period of time, but can he survive the Elder? He will again. As somehow, someway, Life is going to be able to get out of there, and there's the damage on the Lanzas. Finally, no! It's going to be denied again by another stopwatch, but in goes Arya, takes down 2. But take a look at Ruler. He's frontlining as Doran just disappears. Had to ultimate early.
Ruler is like, just frontline for me. Let me live through the first 10 seconds of this fight, and I will win you the game. That is what Ruler is common right now. Let me live for 10 seconds in a fight.
That's big turret value there from the Aphelios turret. Second Elder Drake fight here. By the way, objective bounty for Gen G. If they do pick this up, that would be even more gold into their pockets. Doran trying to frontline as Tryndamere is not having a very fun time against this Kalista, that is for sure. As again it happens! Once again, third time this game, Peanut gets denied any access to the Dragon Pit. And he might just go down here. He will have to flash away as the engage will come in. The Zhonya's is there. KT want to end this one.
Ruler, though!
The backline is coming in. Ruler is shelling them all down. As he's going to Gale Force in. Rascal trying to push them away. They're still trying to fight this KT with the Elder buff.
I mean, Gen G win this fight, I think, if Ruler is allowed to live. Rend comes through here onto Life.
I think they have too much mobility to KT. Yeah. I mean, they're dancing circles around them.
Ruler, there's no turret here. He's going to be able to come up through this bottom lane. Rascal's pushing. They're still on the chase.
You're not...
I think Gen G are actually okay here now. I think as Arya, you need to be thinking about turning around. They could turn. I'm telling you. Watch out. This Aphelios is extremely fed.
He's got Gravitum, too. As aiming, he's just going to hop away. This is the problem, right? They just have way too much mobility. As in goes Arya, he's trying to burst him down. And Ruler still hasn't been able to get one auto attack off.
Rascal is trying to win the game in mid right now as well. He's trying to get through a turret, so this is not all for naught here for KT if they don't get these kills, because they're still getting damaged on the map, but they can still back off to a Baron.
Yeah. There's
Rascal!
And there it is. Here comes Rascal, and that's going to be the end of the 2 carries. They both go down, and Peanut somehow lives again. As it's 3v3, but this time I think it favors KT. They are barreling down into the base of Gen G.
Gen G, they tried to play the scaling comp again. They tried to survive through the tempo advantages that KT had, but it just wasn't enough in the end. They are pushing to end now without Baron. Just got to get through these Nexus turrets, and they're looking poised to do just that.
Lens, poor Lens. He's not going to be able to do anything on this Thresh. This game looks like it's over. Arya wants one last kill, and that is very deserved. KT will get the 2-0, although we do see Doran trying to fight back here. He will be denied any luck. Down goes the Nexus, and KT upset with a gigantic 2-0 victory tonight. With their stopwatch timings and how they were able to deny so much damage and execution.
That is the most damage I think I've seen on a Kalista graph in a post-game since I started casting League of Legends. 21.6k, aiming fantastic on it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Season 14 Interpret Translation, joined by Life and Rascal from KT Roaster, beating the undefeated Gen G here in the LCK Spring. I cannot imagine how happy you guys are after that victory, and Life, you defeated your former team. How do you feel? This Gen G series, you know, was crazy. Especially, this was a former team of me and Rascal, so really enjoyed playing against our ex-team, and I'm so happy right now. So did you guys have a talk about, you know, playing against Gen G especially? Nothing much, but I think we all had the desire to beat Gen G in our heart. Rascal, what about you? I wasn't paying attention to it, you know, but throughout the game I did feel very nervous than usual. I guess, you know, inside my heart, I was very conscious about the fact that I'm playing against Genji. And live, there's a rumor saying that you have your eyes glued to Ruler, especially the moment Ruler used his flash, you were smiling, saying, Ruler no flash. So how was playing against Ruler as an enemy? We've been together like forever. So seeing him on the other side of the rift was really weird. At the same time, you know, I couldn't resist just focusing on Ruler. So game number 1, I had my eyes just glued to Ruler. I was a little bit emotional in that game, so I want to say sorry to my teammates. A lot of people thought it was going to be a very tough match for KT Roaster. How are you able to beat the favorite of the series? After the last defeat, we had a lot of communication about our play, about the match, and also our coaching staff kind of redirected us in terms of the playing the game, and they told us to stay strong. And also, you guys can get used to, you know, taking some of the unexpected losses. It's actually more about, you know, improving every time after that loss. So we were able to regain our confidence. And live, the moment set was unbanned, KT Roaster was fast enough to lock that in. Did you expect that champion to pass through? I mean, I played set like forever, and I have a very high win rate on the champion. So, but not many teams actually target ban that champ, so I thought it was gonna be pretty, you know, viable in this series as well. And every time I lock in set, I'm just filled with confidence, so I was pretty sure that we will be able to get the win. Then how did you feel when they just immediately banned that away in game 2? I did see that coming, but yeah, it felt great. And then with that set removed, we had J4 support locked in from KT Roaster. We had 3 jungle picks locked in from KT Roaster. Could you break down that strategy? I don't think that comp was good, you know, Lee Sin, Bobby, and J4. But we just solely relied on our confidence and we wanted to go with our comfort picks and signature picks. And live, with the Kalista J4 comp, you know, this is actually a undefeated comp with you and Ruler. So why did you decide to play that against him this time around? Yeah, Kalista J4. I've always thought that this is a great comp since the Genji days, and I think I've been practicing that comp for Ruler for all this time. Rasco, you have been very harsh on Ruler, both you and Rasco. That kick on Kalista at the end was also so on point. He had no flash, and aiming was like, stop pushing mid, Rascal, just come down and come for a kick. And our teammates were actually was so good at looking for the right angle. Not only that team fight angle, but also your solo kill angle is so on point. You are on top of the standings right now. I think the biggest reason is because I never feel small. I'm rather very, you know, confident on stage, and if you go for that play, you can always get solo kills. And you know, every time I get a POG on Lee Sin, you know, there's the LCK thumbnail, me Photoshop with a bald Lee Sin skin, but I don't mind too much about it because I'll be joining the army with my hair bald anyways later on. And just like I mentioned last time, you know, Lee Sin is very versatile as long as you can pilot the champion correctly. But other players are practicing on other picks because I also never practiced that much. But once I played it on stage and it worked in the LCK, I actually realized that this champion has so much potential. And this is going to be a great start of your Lunar New Year break. What's your plan for the holidays? Well, these days I've been grinding so much, so I'm just gonna lay in my bed and chill. What about your life? What's your holiday plans? I'll be visiting my family after a very long while. I'm gonna see my family, have a reunion, and have a long sleep. So lastly, any holiday wishes for the fans and families out there? 1, 2, 3. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year from Rascal Life and Tongyan. And you'll be playing against DRX after the holidays. Just like, the previous matches we made a lot of mistakes, so we will do our best in order to get rid of all the mistakes, and I think we have a potential to reach even higher in the LCK. And we've been learning so much from our coaching staff, so I hope we can play up to their lessons and their hopes. Even though we got a 2-0 victory, we wouldn't let our guards down. We will not get arrogant. We will keep working hard in order to continue this momentum. And that'll be it from Rascal Life, from KT Roaster beating Gen G. And I'm going to pass it back to Atlas and Chronicler. Thank you.